and welcome to another exciting episode of Wave the Brush. With me, your host, Kris, aka Mini Wargamer Kris, aka Playing Around with Technology, aka The Name Butcher, aka that's it, I'm all out of AKs. Wave the Brush, the most informative 120 minutes on the internet on the wargaming lifestyle. We'll talk about painting, terrain, conversions, and everything under the sun. We usually delve into a lot of painting talk, as well as a lot of what's under the sun. So for any of you newer viewers, what does that mean? It means that we'll just talk about anything under the sun. It's no holds barred, no topics frowned upon. And of course, if you are a first-time viewer, feel free to ask your questions here in the chat if you're attending live. Of course, if you're not attending live and you're watching this after the fact, then of course you can also send me an email to kris@miniwargaming.com. It's in the description below. Of course, you can also join us on wavethebrush.com. Head over to that site, and that leads you to all of the social media and the Discord channel and Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. And of course, that's where all the monkeys are. It's where we all hang out. Of course, I have the Monkey Shrine. That's for everybody who's purchased a Wave the Brush t-shirt. Gets put into the Monkey Shrine, which reminds me, putting you in the shrine, buddy. Of course, I'm joined today by my good buddy, Tyler.
Oh, hi, Kris.
A.K.A. Jinx.
Look at...
A.K.A. You're on the wrong side.
Oh, I forgot how this machine works.
Yeah, you gotta go over here. There you go. So I brought in a billboard today. So
that's suiting.
So yeah. So Tyler, he's my billboard. You can come stand over here if you want.
I'm trying to figure this all out.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hand.
Your hand, just stand there, regally.
Hello, friends.
Yeah. So speaking of monkeys, who's joining us today? I can see Congo. It puts the paint on the mini, or it gets the hose again. Vasily Simcoe, what? Mad Hoser, about time, eh? Eh?
Yeah, eh?
Okay, eh?
Yeah, Hoser.
Hoser, eh? Six Xeon, it's time to paint. It is time to paint. It is time. Good to see the dual streaming is still working. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, because when I'm doing it from the office, from the Mini Wargaming headquarters, I have a system here that is a little bit beefier. It handles this multi-stream just a little bit better. Excuse me, rather than the one I have at home, which isn't quite up to snuff. It does my video editing just fine, but the multi-stream, I think it's really my video card. I gotta upgrade my video card, I think. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't think people understand, like, you don't just hit a button and go. You're in here, like, hacking the planet for, like, half an hour before we start.
Yeah, getting all these plates spinning. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of plates.
This format is different than what I've seen before.
This?
Yeah.
This is so that I can see the Twitch feed and the YouTube feed at the same time.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, so I get one chat window for it all. It's pretty handy.
Oh, so like this is Twitch here and this is YouTube?
Yeah, I think George and I think Danish Artists are over on Twitch. Oh, I closed Twitch. Oops. Oh well. Didn't need it open. Excuse me. Mad Hoser. DeGrunt Orc. Hey monkeys. Hey Kris. Hello. Knitfink. Hello peoples. Knitfink. Tyler was asking earlier. We had this conversation yesterday, but
yeah.
Tyler was asking where the hat came from, and I said Knitfink.
Now is that Knitfink? Does a bunch of knitting?
Knit, yeah, knit. Like knit.
It's a thin thing.
Knitfink.
Yeah, I get it.
You get it? It's pretty subtle.
I like it.
Yeah,
it's pretty subtle.
But anyway,
well,
she's
cool
really
too.
She's really cool. She's really great. She did this, and people have been asking, and so I don't know if she's been just swamped with people bugging her, but
I'll have to check out her stuffs.
Yeah, knitfink.com is where you go.
We'll do it. Ooh, plug. Nice.
George Hins, hi. DeGrunt Org, long time since I've been able to tune in. How's things? Things are pretty good. They're pretty good, eh? Danish Artists, greetings, Kris. Greeting. Ghost Starman Deluxe. Hopefully I'll be able to finish my Dark Angel Apostle today. Awesome. Mad Hoser, he needs a sign to spin.
Ooh.
Yeah, he needs like a sign.
I would trust you. Can't trust me.
No,
like that.
No, he's not really that graceful, so...
Yeah. Shockingly, I've not broken anything yet.
Yeah.
You had troubles with... You had to reboot
knock
stuff?
On wood. Yeah,
might be my fault.
Knock on wood. Congo, a.k.a. Dreadel. Choose the wrong craft world. Dreadel. Instead of Eldrad, it's Dreadel.
I get it.
That's the model. Never mind.
I might be out of the loop, but I get it.
But you get it. Kevin Cabal, greeting fellow monkeys and our Monkey Master, Kris. Vasily, he didn't choose the craft world. The craft world chose him.
Thug life.
Dark Commission, hi Kris and Monkey Folk. Johnny Chop Shop at the Monkey Lord. I got my painting grip on Friday. Thank you so much. Fits like a glove. Was thinking about putting a magnet on top. Any thoughts? Interesting. I don't see why not. I mean, if you want to go ahead and, you know, tap one in and
tap it in, like dropping it in a little bit.
Yeah, make sure that the magnet's nice and snug in there. You know, a little bit of super glue. Although I'd probably use like a liquid 2-part epoxy just to make sure that son of a gun is sealed right in there. No, I don't. I mean, you know, if you go for like one of them bigger ones, you know, just kind of kerplunk it right in. I don't see a problem with that. It's not something I would normally incorporate just because the extra man hours trying to set each one in there. I mean, I do have ready access to a lot of magnets, and you know, but no. I mean, if you want to customize it, sure. Send me a picture. Send me a picture of how it's working out for you with a magnet on top. Because I assume you're doing a magnet instead of, you know, doing the regular sticky tack or blue tack or poster tack, right? So I'm assuming that's why you want to go with magnets.
How do those work?
The magnets?
Yeah, magnets. How do they work? It didn't sound clear. It's in Clown Posse song. Never mind.
Oh,
sorry, I'm bringing it down a notch.
Baradactyl. Hey Kris, looking greatly to improve my painting. I've been painting Blood Angels Army and using a Mephiston red spray as primer. Is this a crutch I should avoid to stick like to gray primer? In the beginning, there's nothing wrong with it. And even as you get more advanced, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I often caution people about the colored primers because oftentimes people want to spray a heavy amount onto the model to get even coverage over the model. That's not really the job of primer. It's not to just saturate the entire piece, because then when you build up too much primer, then you get this barnacling, and it's like really thick, and it absorbs paint, and it's just no good. It's no good for painting on.
Drops out a lot of your detail when you go thick.
Yeah, you kill all your detail, and you know, like it's no good.
But for someone new into it, like just blasting your guys all one color, you got 10 guys like halfway there already.
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah, exactly.
So look like Blood Angels now.
Yeah, if you're new, sure. But you'll soon find that as you become more experienced at painting, that you'll want to use like a white or a light gray or even a black sometimes. Even black I sometimes caution against. It's not entirely necessary to go black primer. I like light gray. White is probably the best, really, especially if you want to have nice, solid, bright colors. But I find a lot of times, especially with Citadel, with their base colors, like building up, say, bright yellow, I usually start with Avalanche Sunset anyway, and then build on top of that, and it usually looks nice and bright. But, you know, it really is all dependent upon what color scheme you're doing.
A friend of mine was telling me that you were doing like some advanced undercoating, basically, where you were doing like a three-tone. You were doing like black, gray, white.
Okay.
Was that you? Airbrush?
Maybe.
On like some, not Blood Bowl, but the other football game. Could have been a long time ago. Apparently, you've done an undercoat where you sprayed it all black, and then did like a mid highlight with gray, and then an overlight.
Oh, like a zenithal highlight.
Yeah, with white, and then base coated it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've shown that a few times recently.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I usually go. I usually do the black to the white.
I know you said something advanced, and I was like, I don't show anything advanced. I have no idea what advanced painting is anymore.
There is only painting.
There's only painting.
Or no painting.
Yeah, it's either not painting or you're painting. I don't really know what's advanced techniques anymore, and so everything kind of just blurs in into the next thing.
Well, I mean, doing anything above just normal is kind of advanced in a way, I guess you could say.
Right, but I mean, because I always get pissed off because I mean, like people say like dry brushing, it's a noob technique. It's not a noob technique. It's one of the first techniques we're introduced to.
It's something you use when
but
it's necessary.
It takes a lot of mastery to get dry brushing done just right. You know. Takes a lot of mastery, but just like every other technique, you know, glazing isn't an advanced technique; it's just layering. That's another technique we learn right away.
How you use the tool.
Exactly, it's all in how you use the medium. Anthony B, shotgun beers. We didn't bring any beers. Why didn't we bring beers?
We're allowed to bring beers?
No.
Okay.
If we were filming this from my place, we would.
We'd be on the floor already.
We'd be smashed already.
Might have partaken a little bit in the bubbly.
We left all the beer at the house too. Damn it.
I don't think we left much beer at the
house. Danny Eccles. How would you say that last name?
Eccles.
Eccles? Okay, Eccles. Hi Kris, first time viewer, but I'm addicted to your quick tip videos. Thank you. This popped up whilst painting, so perfect timing. Well, welcome.
Hey-o.
Ram V. Kris, let's talk Fight Club. First rule Fight Club.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Second rule Fight Club.
See the first rule?
See the first rule? Third rule of Fight Club.
You don't talk about Fight Club. If it's your first night of Fight Club,
you have to fight. All right. Oh, it's also about Project Mayhem.
Do we have to fight? I don't want everyone to see that happen, I don't think.
I don't think anybody wants to see a fight. No.
I can remember one time you and me were wrestling around a little bit, and that was enough.
In our underwear that time?
No.
Oh. I remember that time.
We said we wouldn't talk about that anymore.
Is that not talking about
You're not supposed to talk about Underwear Club.
Oh, right. Congo, I just used black primer. Yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with black primer. Absolutely nothing wrong with it, you know?
I use only black primer.
Only black primer? Yeah.
Then I overspray with white, though.
Oh, you get the little highlight and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I prefer medium gray myself. It's just because sometimes the color scheme is going to go bright, and I want to make sure that, you know, I'm not fighting against that black, you know? And, you know, and white is sometimes too hard to see the details under the bright lights, and so...
This is why, for me, I found, I mean, whatever works for you, do that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Definitely.
But try the different stuff. Seeking ye shall find sort of video.
Yeah.
I find that for me, the thing I've enjoyed the most is that... You're gonna die, Gim. I found for me that if I do black with the white overspray, to me that's already translating like where some highlights need to go, where some shadow needs to go, and it kind of looks cool with like a little bit of that grayscale thing going on. So that works for me just because I like the way it looks before I paint it.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
That's probably why I do it more so than it actually works.
Yeah, it's a bit of a painting aid.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, you can see everything, right? Johnny's Chop Shop, to paint, not to paint. Black Widow 61. Hey, I finally made it to a live show again. Hello, everyone. Hello. Mad Cow Crazy. White Prime, dip, and you're done. Okay.
Nailed it.
Baradical? Baradical? How do you say that?
Baradical?
Baradical?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Or
I
Baradical.
was considering switching to white primer and then doing a halo around the mini with gray and black at Kris instead of the red. By the way, I've been pretty good with thin coats of the red, but thanks. Awesome. So, thank you.
Keep it thin.
Yep, keep it thin.
2 thin coats better than 1 thick coat.
Yep. Well, you maintain better control, right? Tolo, there he is. More hosers, eh? Ebb and flow, glaze against the priming of the white. Glaze against the priming of the white. Is that like rage? Fire Drake 18, great shirt idea. There is no advanced painting, only painting. Floats 3 feet above ground. Yeah, there is no advanced painting. There's only painting. Only painting. Yeah, it's only painting. The Gim. Oh my God! It's Darth Bubbles. He's going to force punch me.
Thanks for that, Gim.
You need a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Don't grab it though. You'll knock
Different kind of force punch.
Yeah, you'll knock all my stuff over. Anthony B, do you have any plans to do quick tips on the Plague Burst Crawler or the Mephitic Blight Hauler? No plans. Man, come on. You guys got to know me by now. I do not plan stuff out. Come on. Plans.
Not at all.
Plans.
No.
Plans. Plans within plans. Sofa Bear, I have arrived. Well, welcome, Sofa Bear. Oh, and congratulations. Sofa Bear on Quirk had done a 24-hour feed this week, and I'm pretty sure Sofa Bear was the one who won the big prize for that.
Congrats.
Yeah, basically one big Eldar army box set. It was like, you know, Wraith Lord and a bunch of other dudes and Farseer, and it's an army in a box, you know.
Your newest comments of this one are at the top, eh?
Yeah, the newest one. Yeah, I
just realized that.
I usually have the newest one at the top and then all feeds, but yeah, so, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm going top up. Top up? Bottom down? No. Anyway.
That's the way I like to.
Taro Silvast. Oh, cool. Live. Was listening to last week's episodes while painting me some dwarves for BB. Cool. I like those guys for Blood Bowl. I like the dwarves. They have that nice little cool angular kind of armor to them and everything like that.
You know I have hiding out in a shelf at home for as far as dwarves go? No. The old steamboat engine. It's like a boat.
Yeah.
And it's like all metal. And there's a bunch of dwarf crews on it.
From like old Manowar?
It's pretty. No, it's like it's big, like 40, like fantasy size.
Oh, really?
And it's like you could kill a guy with it. And yeah, I got that sitting at home. I've never looked it up to see where it's originally, like what year kind of thing it is, but it's one of the ones I kept because like someday I would like to paint it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll show it to you sometime.
The Gim, I smeared myself in Vaseline, and they couldn't stop me. Only Gim.
You're a strange man, Gim.
Only Gim. McWhiskey, I love that name.
That's
McWhiskey.
a good name.
Good morning, everyone. The Deblet, hey there. Dark Commission, the rapists say that holding... No, therapists. say that holding things in causes long-term psychological damage. So it really is a good idea to talk Fight Club rather than later.
Oh. But also physical outlet is good for you.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know, I'm getting that.
Tolo, here I am. I'm on Twitch since you went live, you hoser. But it shows YouTube beside your name.
You liar.
Liar. You fibber.
Oh, they turn fast. You liar.
Oh, be radical. Be radical. Name's Brad, just to play on my name. Be radical. Rad. Be radical. I get it.
Totally rad, dude.
I get jokes. David Vaughn's up, monkeys. Woke up late, just getting here. Well, welcome. We're just...
Good morning.
We're still doing roll call. I'm still saying hello to everybody.
What a terrible thing to have to look at as soon as you wake up.
What?
Our mugs.
Oh, yeah, no, that is kind of... That's it. That is kind of scary. Why would you subject yourself to that?
Why are you guys here?
Yeah. David Dorn Jr., after seeing some Adepticon Crystal Brush winners, artists that were in the same Tabletop Mini as Adepticon video you were in last year. Okay. After seeing some of the Adepticon Crystal that we were in. Yeah. No, yeah, Tabletop Mini. Adam's a really great guy. He's got a really great channel. And we were just chilling, and he said, "Could you mind if I interview you?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem." And it was a really great idea that he asked, I think 10 questions of everybody there, and so yeah, it was fun. And yeah, that was last year's Adepticon. This year should be a lot more fun. Should be more people at Adepticon. Plus 2, we got a couple events going on. I'll be doing a class at Adepticon. Mini Wargaming will also be doing a campaign going on. And then, of course, Matthew Adami, one of the monkeys, he's hosting our get-together, Wave the Brush get-together at Adepticon. Basically, we'll get together and play some games together and stuff. And so it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's cool. You're going to do a live class?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a class at
that's cool, man.
Adepticon. Wee.
I should know. That's local-ish?
Adepticon, Chicago.
That's kind of far away.
It's 8 hours.
I'm probably not going to go.
Closer for you, actually.
Yeah.
But people 7 hours.
Can I go with you?
We're gonna be in a big cube van. We're packing all the mini wargamers into the van, and we're...
Nah, never mind. I'm good.
Yeah, no, it's gonna smell like ass after about 5 hours. It's gonna be brutal, actually. Dorn Jr., I would argue there is no advanced painting. There is no advanced painting. There is only painting. David Vaughn, laughing my ass off. Love the shirt, Kris. Oh yeah, you are old. I thought you were talking about his shirt.
You walked down.
Yeah,
it's a good shirt.
It is a great shirt.
You walked downstairs this morning, and I was like, "Gee, I'm old," because you have to say it in your head, right?
Yeah,
at least.
Oui. Sofa Bear, do you prefer using airbrush or standard brush, or do you think it varies between colors? It varies between what I'm doing and what kind of effect I'm going for, and how quickly I want to work through something. So, for example, if I was doing a single Space Marine, if I was showing a particular technique, showing a particular style of how to do something, I would use the airbrush. Otherwise, I just use a brush. I've been doing the new Nurgle.
Do you almost exclusively base coat with an airbrush now, though?
Prime, yes, definitely. I always prime by airbrush, just because I don't want to go outside and all that. But otherwise, base coating, it all depends. It all depends on what I'm showing, Like this guy here is mostly airbrush on the flesh, as you can see on here. But I did the cloth and his head and his staff by paintbrush.
He's gross.
Yeah.
But if he was singing, he could make 2 different... I don't know. Never mind. He's got 2 different mouths, so he can make 2 different tones.
Yeah.
He could have a duo with himself, is what I was getting at.
Oh, duo with himself.
But it'd be like a metal duo, probably.
Gotcha.
Right?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for playing along.
All right. Excellent. I can't remember where the hell I am now. Brad Johnson, have you seen the RTLW Farseer model? He's modeled after the Farseer from Dawn of War 3. I have seen that Farseer. I have considered picking it up. It's a really nice little sculpt. I've seen some people painting it, and it looks really good. And the castings of it look pretty good. So yeah, I was considering picking one up. Black Widow 61. Kris, painting question for you. I'm building an Emperor's Champion or Children, a Land Raider. What shade would best work for shading pink horror? For shading pink horror, you have two choices. You can thin down Druchii Violet and shade that and do like a recess shade into the recesses. You could also go with thin down Carberg Crimson and shade wash it. Personally, I would make my own shade wash of
we're talking like
Screaming Skull.
Crimson pink sort of things.
Yeah, Emperor's Children is this color.
I saw the old color name stuck in my
head. Yeah. That's Emperor's Children, right? So it's this really hot.
This would be like pink. The top end of the color.
Well, that's the base coat he's talking about.
Yeah.
So, but I would do
the old Warlock purple was kind of like that. No, what was that?
Yeah.
There was like a pink color. Remember, I used like it on witches, I think, back in the day. Yeah. Anyways, it was like somewhere in between pink and purple.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like this, the Carberg Crimson is a really deep saturated red.
Yeah.
You could go with that. You could go with the deep saturated purple, which is Druchii Violet, but I would recommend that you thin them down and just apply it into the recesses. Takes a bit of time, sure. Or you make your own shade wash of Screamer Pink. And you take Screamer Pink, you put a little dollop down on your palette, add 2 drops of Liquitex Flow Aid, grab 2 or 3 dollops of Lamy and Medium, you mix it all together, make yourself a nice little shade wash, maybe a little drop, a little water in there, whatever. Thin it right down and apply it to the model, and it'll creep into all the recesses. It'll act like a normal shade wash, and bang, you got your shade wash for the pink. If you're adventurous, I would try that. Or otherwise, you know, it really depends on what kind of tone you want to go for. I would personally, I'd probably go for Carberg Crimson in the recesses and shade wash it like that.
Not Devlin Mud.
No, not Devlin Mud, no. Well, that's egg record shade now.
Yeah, it's used for everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or liquid talent. They used to say. I used to hate that too. I was so dumb. The Gim at Ramby Tyler. The guest is Tyler. He is 6. You're not 6 foot. You're more than 6 foot.
6'2".
6'2".
I'm more like 350.
350. Likes hugs and tea time.
Is it true?
And his nickname is Bubbles.
Untrue. Jim's gonna wake up with a horse head in his bed.
A horse head, really?
Yeah.
That's grim.
Well, I mean, it's Gim.
Yep. Aqua Master. Am late. That's okay, Aqua.
And you spelled my name wrong, Jim.
Yeah, it's Tyler. Or
Phil, you're not my friend at all.
Georgians, get in my belly. I think he's talking about the demon, not you.
Yeah. Somebody asked who your guest was. I'm long-time friend of Chris's.
Yeah, we probably...
Still feels weird for me to call you Kris. I only do it for your fans.
Yeah. No, because they don't know the real name.
Shh, we won't speak it. I learned 70% of painting from this guy. I used to be the little...
Really, 70?
Well, I worked at Games Workshop and I was a Grey Knight. What do you think? What do you think, more or less?
I don't know.
Definitely not more.
I don't know.
Because my style changed.
I was just amazed that there was a number there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I've learned most of my painting ethic, I guess you could say, from you, sitting there like doing one paint stroke and being like, "Is this okay?" You remember in the basement?
Yeah.
So my first army was Dark Eldar that I got from you out of the 3rd edition box.
Yeah.
And I learned to paint.
Yeah, it was 3rd edition you got into it. Yeah.
Because one of my best buddies is his wife's little brother. So that's how we met.
Yeah, not little brother, younger brother.
Little brother?
The little brother's like a 10 years difference.
Okay, younger brother. So we used to hang out and play games and learn how to paint and all that kind of stuff, and that got me into the 40K addiction. Thanks for that, man.
And apparently, Mr. Sullivan, he does watch this every once in a while.
Mr. Solomon?
Yeah.
Who's Mr. Solomon?
Solomon.
Oh, Saul. Okay, I call him Saul. Sorry.
Anyway. That's why I'm supposed to watch my mouth all the time, because Saul does watch the show.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah, because I caught flack last time from Jane.
If you're watching, hi, Saul.
The grunt work at Kris. Finally saw what was wrong with the completed Space Marine captain that I had sent pictures for you already in episode 177. Red robe lighting is off in the upper half of the model.
Don't let it happen again.
Yeah. Don't do it again.
Yeah, how dare you?
Danish Artists, I'll assume it's Kris. When painting model planes, should the light colors be on the top of the plane or below?
Below.
Non-military plane and colors are black and metallic pink.
What? Oh. Oh, he's doing like a not military plane that's black and pink?
Yeah, when painting
the light planes. Usually it would be blue on the bottom because when you look up, the sky is blue and they camouflage the plane, right?
Yeah, it's like a camouflage thing, yeah.
And then, and then the top color would be like similar to whatever they're flying over.
I would do that, but if you're doing black and metallic pink, I'd have the metallic pink on the belly and the black fading up. So do the entire plane in metallic pink and then create a fade of black up to the spine.
I would do like black and pink tiger stripes, man.
Oh yeah, tiger stripes, yeah. Do some tiger stripes.
No, don't do black and white tiger stripes.
Why not?
Maybe like one on the tail fin or something like that. Because the tail fin. With
no, like because if you had the metallic pink, right, and it runs through them like a tiger, and so it's mostly black at the top, but it just stripes are just coming just halfway down the body like that, like not the full length around, but like just like 3/4 of the way, and
just stripe in a little bit.
Yeah, but they have a fade to them.
Yes, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, I mean we're talking totally done by airbrush, but it would look kind of really badass. I don't know. Anyway. Going to work. You gave me feedback on it, but didn't see it for the longest time on the model. Oh, okay. Be radical. I have a statement for Bubbles. Pop. There you go. Pop. The Gim horse head is good eating.
Yeah, if you're hungry enough.
Kurt Kershone said late. Hello, all there's Kurt. G squared it's G squared. Hey, what color of paint did you suggest for the wash a minute ago? Screamer pink.
Wait, I didn't get this one.
Yeah, that's the darker one is a screamer pink.
This is the one you were saying to make the wash out of?
Yeah. So you take a little dollop of that, like a little bit of brush, and put it on the palette.
Dollop.
Why? What? Am I using that?
No, that's
wrong?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
A dollop of paint. It's
I don't
very
know.
Bob Ross
I've been
things,
saying
I think, right?
Is it? I don't know.
Isn't it?
I don't know. Anyway,
a dollop of like whipped cream would be.
A dollop of whipped cream, yeah. So it is the right word then.
I suppose you're putting some on your brush and then bloop. Yeah.
Right. So dollop.
I'm gonna Google it.
2 drops of Liquitex Floyd, and like three drops of Lamy and medium, and maybe a little drop of water. Mix it all together, and then give the model shade wash. That's what I would do to keep things kind of interesting.
A shapeless mass or blob of something, especially soft food. Great dollops of cream.
Grated dollops of cream.
Don't eat your paint.
Don't eat your paint.
A shapeless mass or blob of something. So yeah, you're putting a blob of your paint. A dollop is the classier way to say it.
Evan Flo, Kris, he learned 100% of 70% of his painting techniques from you.
70% of the time. It works every time.
Yeah, but there's only a 10% chance of that. Knit Fink, I wrote a knitting pattern for a dead horse head.
That's out there.
Whoa.
It's awesome though. So knit that. We'll put it in Jim's bed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's like a mafia thing, right?
Is it? Yeah, it's Godfather. It's Godfather. Yeah. How's it go?
I don't know.
You sound like you're having a stroke.
Come on, man. Yeah. It's Princess Bride.
Brandon Johnson, how would you highlight Uthwi to make them pop more? Seems like light blue faded highlight would be good. Sure. You know what? Actually, for Uthwi, you know what I would do for Uthwi is I would actually go with Screaming Skull as the highlight color for black. So I would go like say 4 parts black to 1 part Screaming Skull, and then the next highlight be 3 parts black to 1 part Screaming Skull.
What's Screaming Skull?
It's like a it's like a lighter. It's lighter than bleach bone. Remember bleach bone?
Uthwi or black and yellow?
The black and bone.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, so I'd highlight up to a bone color, and in fact, just a very slight highlight. Like I wouldn't bring it all the way to Screaming Skull. I'd bring it just like
The less you highlight black, sometimes the better. Unless you're doing,
definitely.
Unless you're doing like GW extreme highlighting, where like edge lining.
Yeah, where like they do like the assassins, where they have those really sharp, bright highlights, which gives the illusion of something being kind of slick and kind of shiny. Yeah, you know. But Uthwi, I mean, you could go that route with Eldar. I mean, Eldar, like you can go many routes with Eldar because you can make them look really shiny. You can make them look dull. You can make them, you know.
They're usually more roundy though, so like edge highlighting works more so on the squarey stuff, tanks. You know, well, I guess you could do it on like the edge of, but you highlight somewhat realistic, so the top edge of your bubble on like a rounded knee pad or something like that.
Yeah, I don't typically go the entire perimeter.
Right, you use what light would do on that object. Usually, yeah, which is probably why sometimes your painting is so damn attractive.
Sometimes,
not unlike yourself.
Getting weird. So hopefully, Brandon Johnson, that kind of helps. Give you an idea, you know, just instead of, because like I said, like there's like 3 ways you can usually go about doing black, right? You can highlight it with grays or whites, right? You can highlight it with turquoise or light blues, you know, that's fine. And you can also go with like cream colors, like bone, like, you know, like Screaming Skull, Ushabti bone, those colors. Those are actually really fun because they give the black kind of a warmer tone rather than the other 2, which gives it more of a colder kind of feeling. So it's up to you which way you want to go. Let me know. Send me pictures of what you do. I would really appreciate that. Sofa Bear, just putting it out there. Once my craft will start collecting at Rise, I intend on putting emojis on the Wraith's faces. Well, that'd be different. Like full-on emojis,
that would
or
be
like
pretty funny,
or like they're like digital projections. That'd be kind of cool.
I'm guessing they're thinking of like
just straight
the
up
face as an emoji,
just a straight up yellow face,
which they could be projecting the whole thing, right? They change every time, like they're losing a battle. Blink, just like a sad face emoji. Do head swaps.
Yeah, he can't make a shot, so he's got the poop emoji. I can't aim. Alex O, I've mailed you a pic. Okay, awesome. Danish Artists, you did notice that that I said non-military plane. Also, it's a biplane. Okay. Well, the pink and metallic pink and black, I mean, it still works. You can still do Tiger Strike.
Our ideas were still valid.
Yeah. Just
I don't know if non-military stuff is... I mean, traditionally, military had that light on the bottom to match the sky thing for camouflage purposes. Yeah. Civilian planes are just however the hell you want them, really.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, like, what would look really sharp is, say, like an entire black plane, and with, like, say, a metallic pink chevron running to, like, the tail, right? So it's like a kind of a triangular shape at the tail, and then there's, like, a long strip running through the body. That'd be kind of cool, and then it had, like, little chevrons running on the wings, you know, in metallic pink. That would work, or vice versa. Either way, let me know. Let me know what you do. The GIM, the last time I saw Tylor was the last Games Day in Toronto.
Taylor, he spells it this time.
Yeah.
You're
Taylor. He apologized to Dan Ebnett for me terrorizing him. I made Dan Ebnett sign every book I owned. Oh, yeah, I remember that. You had yeah.
Jim's terribly embarrassing for anyone to be
It was like 30-plus books. I know. I went to Dan Ebnett. And do I have it here?
I got drunk with Dan Ebnett. Oh, yeah? And all the English guys. Well, that's when I was a Grey Knight volunteer, right?
Right.
So we went in and... Drinking with the English is not for the faint of heart.
No, I'd imagine not.
Oh, I was ruined. Nice guy, though.
Yeah, because I went because I at that Games Day I just brought my First and Only, my copy of First and Only, and see, yeah. So and then Jim's behind me with a whole stack of books.
I think I was working the Forge World booth. That one.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure I was in Forge World.
Because that was like 02, wasn't it?
Carrying around the Tau Manta Ray thing.
01.
I think the one Dan Abbott went to was the last Canadian one, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because it was the year before. I was hanging out with not Andy Chambers, the other guy who looks like Mr. Bean. You know, somebody knows. I forget his name. He designed like Dark Angels and Codex and stuff back in the day.
Oh,
anyways, that's fun.
Memories.
Yeah.
Be Radical Kris, do you think there is a too soon to consider entering painting competitions? No. I think your too soon factor is when you think that you're ready to put your piece out there for others to look at and and judge.
Yeah, if you've done something you're proud of and you want someone to see.
Yeah, like if you're painting away and somebody goes, here, let me take that. We're gonna go judge it, and you go, no, you know what I mean? Then that might be your too soon factor.
No.
But if you go, oh, whatever, go ahead.
Just don't be super heartbroken if other people win. If
Right.
you're putting yourself into competition, you're in the eyes of the judge, and they might not like the style that you're doing. They might like the style that he's doing, or whatever else, right? Yeah. So, but definitely enter, because especially if not enough people enter, you win by default. Prizes are prizes.
True enough. Yeah, it's happened many times.
Mm-hmm.
Ebb and Flow at Dark with Mini Wargaming as translator. Okay. Johnny Shop. Who did Darth Vader refer to
Han Solo.
in noting, he's no good to me, dead? Who's he referring to?
Han Solo. They're talking about when they're putting him in carbonite.
Yeah, but Darth Vader didn't say that line. That's Boba Fett. He's no good to me, dead.
Oh, wait,
That's
Darth Vader.
Fett.
Yeah, sorry,
That's Boba Fett because he's going, he's no good to me, dead. And
Darth Vader
goes, the Empire will compensate you.
Darth Vader says he's no good to me, dead.
Yeah. No, when they're talking about, if he's referring to the part where Darth Vader's talking about Luke, then that's when he says, I don't want the Emperor's prize damaged. When they're talking.
But does he say he's no good to me, dead?
No, Boba Fett says that.
Okay, so what we're saying here is that Johnny's Chop Shop has an incorrect quote that he's asking us about?
Yeah, it's a trick question. Johnny Chop tried to trick me.
So by the saying he's no good to me, dead, I was correct, but Johnny is wrong?
Wait, what?
You need the Inception noise all the time.
Have the Inception sound.
Yeah.
Steve McDemon, I like that name too. Good evening, monkeys. Good
Feels
evening. Good. Be radical. Only Wraith faces are poop emoji faces.
Oh wait, this guy says Jar Jar.
Oh, he says it's Jar Jar.
So they're talking about new movies. Darth Vader says he's no good to be dead. Talking about Jar Jar
in the new movie is Darth.
The old new movie.
Come on, you watch those movies. Don't play dumb.
No, but I don't remember that scene. Darth Vader saying he's no good to be dead. Talking about Jar Jar.
No, because Darth Vader didn't say it.
Well, that's what they're saying.
No, he's making
he's being facetious.
Yes, he's being silly. Come on, these guys are all silly.
Monkeys.
Damn monkeys. Come on, Mojo, show me your happy dance. Brandon Johnson. The Minnesota talk for that was lot, but that was what I wanted. Greatly appreciated. I will send pics too. Awesome.
Yeah, if you ever make a new clip, you'll have to use me going because I'm still hurt that you didn't use me before.
Well, we'll take video today because I got room on the monkey shrine.
I didn't have a shirt.
Yeah, I know. Well, now you're gonna your ass is going on.
I got a hole in this one the day I bought it.
Yeah,
there. I caught it on a nail, so now I have to order another one. This one's a little tight across the chest.
It looks manly though. It looks, ready to paint. Yeah, see. Show everybody your Dark Angel tattoo.
They've seen it before.
Have they? I don't know. Well, show me your tramp stamp too.
I was like, I have a tramp stamp. You guys, Watcher in the Dark.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That hurts in the air, but
make them dance.
And I did, and that was second edition.
Yeah.
But
that's Mark Gibbons piece.
People who really know might notice that the star never got finished around here.
Why? What should have been?
It's like a star pattern. This is supposed to be mostly black.
Right. Yeah.
But my artist passed away, so.
Oh, really?
I might just leave those unfinished. I don't know yet.
Oh, that's shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a different artist.
Man,
those lights are hot. How do you not die? You die a little on the inside every week. For the monkeys.
I do a little bit. Sofa Bear, do you have any favorite army to paint play other than your beautiful Samhan Elder? No, I only do this because, I mean, I've built my Samhan force up to very.
But you've painted many armies.
Oh yeah, I painted the Tyranids, Tau, Space Marines, Chaos, Orcs, Altiok, Eldar, Blood Angels,
Necron.
No, I haven't painted Necron. As for my own force, I've collected all those forces before. My Chaos force was the last one to get really big.
Jim says, "Take your shirt off, and Kris will use it." No, Jim, you're the only guy who takes his shirt off on this show.
No.
Nobody wants to see that.
No. Dorn Jr. Kris, after watching Matt and Quirk 10K game, how many points of so far do you have with or without the Titan? I'm around the 10K mark. with or without the Titan. Because the Titan really isn't that much now. It's only about, I don't know. Because now that I have my Seer Council, my Seer Council is like 1,000 points. So that's 1,000 points in one unit right there. So, and I've got like 6 Fire Prisms. I've got 3 Nightwings, a Lynx, a Scorpion, 4 Phoenix Bombers, the Hemlock, the Vampire. I've got a whole bunch of Aspect Warriors. I got a whole whack ton of Jet Bikes. Wraith Knight. I want to get another Wraith Knight. Oh, there goes my airbrushes.
Oh. It was bound to happen. Relax.
Grace is showing up.
Grace has arrived.
Grace has arrived.
It's just your fancy new paint.
Is it my new paints? Oh, you knocked all that over.
I got it.
Oh. Anyway. The Gim. How to confuse 2 old guys. Misquote Star Wars movies. Yes, exactly.
Old.
Yeah, we're
old. Yeah, I know.
Dark Commission. If the Empire was run by tobacconists, would they employ Darth Vader? Oh. What's with the dad jokes?
Good, man.
Ebb and Flow. I was meeting silliness with ridiculousness. Ridiculousness?
Ridiculous.
Eric Fountain. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Morning.
Johnny Shop. Who ordered the rebels on Hoth to prepare for the ground assault? Who ordered? That's the general.
Piet.
Is that his name?
Grand Moff Tarkin.
No. Who ordered the rebels on Hoth to prepare for the ground assault?
Oh.
That's that general. I can't remember what the hell the general's name is.
The old guy?
Yeah, the guy that Han Solo's talking with at the beginning of the movie. He said, I gotta go, you know. He said, well, I hate to lose you.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. I don't know, that general. Because as soon as they say it, they say, or when the first Star Destroyer shows up, and he says, the Star Destroyer showing up, and he says, prepare for ground assault.
When I watch Star Wars,
it's a trap.
I don't... the face
it's a trap.
When I watch Star Wars, I just, now that I've seen it so many times, like, I don't remember a lot of the little guys' names, but I just want to see, like, the... No! And I want to see, like... Boo, 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 boo. You just want action.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise, it's like, you know, it slows down a little bit, and you're just like... Riken?
General Riken, yeah. That's his name. Yeah. There we go. Got it. Nailed it. What do I win?
Although they could be throwing us off now and asking questions that aren't correct, and you don't know.
Sofa Bear, how is Harley Quark holding up after the stream from a few days ago? He's fine. He slept here like until, I don't know, it was late in the evening, went home, got some more sleep, came in, showed work a little bit late, but otherwise he showed up to work, and, you know, I assume he's fine. I don't know. Could be dead somewhere in the ditch, for all I know.
Who?
Quark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that's right, because he said he went out last night, so...
Anything could happen.
Anything could have happened.
Apparently.
I don't know. Matt Kersey, I raised $1 for a bent airbrush tip. Did you bend my airbrush tips?
No.
Oh, now you got me all paranoid.
No, it's fine.
Evan Flo says wrong.
I don't think your airbrush even fell.
Oh, Michael Greedo? No, it's not Greedo. No, it's Riken. General Riken.
Okay, first of all,
I don't know if that's...
Firstly, you have covers on your airbrushes, so it's not going to bend anyways. I just moved it from here because it's poking me in the butt. And then I stepped on your hose.
Stepped on my hose.
Clean your place up, man. This place is a disaster.
I know. It's crap everywhere.
It's actually super organized for a studio area.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
You're pretty clean.
Brandon Johnson, trying to figure out how Way of the Brush became Star Wars Quiz Show, and how do we know who wins it? We all win. It's like the Olympics.
I win.
Everybody wins.
No, I'm the guest. I win.
Oh, okay. Tyler wins. There we go.
Yay. I won something.
Man, go crazy. It's not the planet Endor. It's the forest moon.
But who led the assault would have been Han Solo, wouldn't it?
On Endor?
Yeah.
Well, the secret mission was led by Han Solo, and the Rebel fleet attack was led by Calrissian.
Hi. I'm Lando Calrissian.
Lando Calrissian. Lando.
I'm Billy D. Williams.
Ramvi, remember when Jar Jar became a Sith and killed a bunch of Porg Padawan at the Academy, Chris?
Yep, I remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's Tylor.
Yeah, it's not Taylor, it's Tylor.
Yeah, I can thank my mom for that.
Because she can't spell?
I'm telling her you said that.
Yeah, because she's simple folk from
yeah, let's nail him Tyler with an O.
Tyler, like myself, is a man of the North, so
Strong northern men.
Yeah.
Kris looks like an Ewok?
I do.
Spelled around.
Ewak.
Hey, Ewok from the south side.
Or is it like Ewak? Like
You're not quite hairy enough for an Ewok.
No, I'm not.
Ewok.
I'm kind of the right shape, but not the furriness. Vasily, episode 188. How do I say that?
Episode 188. Stop poking my butt, man.
I didn't do that.
No, it was your airbrush.
Giant Shop Shop. You win the same prize as you do when you guess the title of the show. There we go. My admiration. But if I win it, then I win my own admiration? That doesn't make sense.
Episode 188.
I might implode at that
I do
point.
enjoy when the monkeys start rhyming off show names. That's always fun.
It's fun. I know.
It's always fun when that one clicks.
Yeah, it is, because it's usually something dumb that I say, or something goofy somebody says, and then
you just break, and that's the one.
and then we all lose our minds, and it's a baldy walk.
That'd be me.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's all down. There it goes. Be like, stop it!
What? I didn't say shit.
You were looking at me like you were blinded by a solar eclipse.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Be radical. Little known
so
fact.
white under the lights.
No star has ever enlisted in the War of Stars.
Oh,
Brent, what?
Like in real life? Anyways.
For real? Brandon Johnson, the Sand People will leave, but will return in greater numbers.
The choir sounds great.
The choir sounds great.
Hey, isn't this an email show?
Hey, this is an email show. Let's do an email. Because we can.
You still have the music?
What?
The email time?
I do. Headphones. Here it comes. Watch the rest of email time. Email time. And of course, we always thank Guymere Alfer, aka Carl, aka Beer and Blood Bowl, for taking the time to create those jingles and making us smile every week. This is an email from Kurt Krishon. Kris, resending the pic from way back. I don't even have the long beard anymore. Ha ha ha. I forgot I already posted this in the Monkey Shrine. This is just a picture of Kurt.
So we know what he looks like. So, hey, he's got a shirt on.
He's got a shirt. He's got a shirt on. There we go. Oops, wrong one. Hey,
a bald bearded fellow with glasses. Yeah. Handsome.
There we go.
Deadly handsome.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
We're taking over.
He looks a bit like Josh with glasses. Josh, you just met Josh.
Forgot.
I know. It's kind of he's got a forgettable.
I'm like a fish.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Tyler.
You're like Dory.
Yeah. 10-second Tommy.
Yeah.
That could be taken differently.
This is from Jacob. Hello, Kris. How was the break? I have been a break from painting Alpha Legion models for a while, as I don't want to paint metallics by hand. Still waiting on the new airbrush to arrive. I have painted some Imperial Fist tanks by hand and would like to see where there could be any improvements made on. I have done heat blooms in darker colors this time just for you. P.S. Happy New Year. And so let's have a peek at his efforts. And so here is
lovely
his Land Raider. Very nice. I like the dirting. I like the weathering on the armor and stuff like that.
The tracks look like it fights on a sand world. Yeah, it's all sandy.
Yeah, yeah. I think if you got like some like pigment or something like that, like earth pigments, it's just to like get in the clunks in between the tracks to just get more of that dirtier kind of look, you know. I think that would be really, really sharp. Otherwise, man, it's a nice strong yellow. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. The weathering looks spot on. It's not overdone. You know, I like the little recessed shades here and there. I like it.
You see the lenses? Can you zoom into the...
Yeah, cool. The lenses.
Yeah, a little work done.
The lenses, actually, you could have highlighted them in the opposite directions. The highlights going downwards, so the brighter points are down here. And then you could add like a little white dot on the upper corners, just like how we do like gemstones and such. And that would give that the illusion of the translucency. And you can also do the same thing with like the headlamps and anything that's supposed to be like translucent.
You reverse your highlights.
Yeah, so you have your darker colors above, and you go brighter down below with the white spot highlight on top. Oh, there we go. Some nice darker heating of the barrels. It's really nice work for being all done by hand.
Was it decal or hand painted?
I would assume it is transfers, because that looks like a transfer and that looks like a transfer, but it's well applied.
Yeah, it's super well applied.
Like I think he's done it right. I think he's sealed the model, because that's what really hides the transfers. Like sealing the model, put the transfer down, and then putting a coat on top after.
Good job.
No, some really good work.
Really nice weathering.
Oh, look at that.
I love the dust look.
Yeah, the dust is really nice. Not overdone. Mm-hmm. The weathering is really good. It's not overdone.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
I'm a big fan of yellows. The yellow stuff.
The Imperial Fist, yeah.
Yeah, I painted one commission army, the yellow and blue Eldar. Mm. And I enjoyed painting yellow too. So
I think be careful of areas like this where you kind of get into repetition, because it looks like I can see like you dabbed like 2 or 3 times here, and it looks like repetition, and you want to kind of avoid those kind of things. But otherwise, I mean, like, it's still really great. Don't get me wrong. I think also too, you might want to work with smaller portions of sponge just to avoid these kind of long angles like that. But otherwise, that looks great. Oh, look at the barrel. That's really good. That's really good on the barrel there. That looks really good.
Yeah, this minimalizes stippling up top and everything like that. Or
yeah.
Not, or the sponging, whatever.
Yeah, it looks like sponge.
Yeah, that's all amazing. It's a lot of work, man. Lots of work went into that tank.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's all done by hand.
All the rivet works, yeah.
Because he doesn't have an airbrush. He's waiting on his airbrush. So
that base coat is done by hand?
That base coat is, he's saying it's done by hand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
It could be a spray, and then maybe it just reinforces it.
If you really zoom in, you can see some brush line work, but it's very well done. Nice, clean work.
Mm-hmm. No, the weathering, I think, is really what really sells this for me. Yeah. The nice little recessed shades, just to pick out all the little details and stuff like that, it looks really great. But I think it's the weathering. The weathering is nice and subtle,
I wonder if he does any scale modeling or only 40K.
I have no idea.
Because the boss weathering people are scale modeler guys.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Yes, they are. Well, and that's what I recommend to a lot of people who really want to get into some weathering and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I always refer them to the scale modelers because they are the ones who pioneered a lot of this,
like that one
techniques and stuff like that.
That one Forge World book that came out that was all like painted like scale modeling stuff.
Even the guys from Forge World, they learned those techniques from the scale model guys. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't make any of those techniques up. Right. They learned that from the scale model guys. So you want to learn weathering, look at the scale model people. They are the masters of this stuff for creating realism. Because typically, when we're painting our miniatures, we're not painting for realism, right? This is not realistic. Yeah. Right. It's more cartoony.
Yeah, it's tabletop. Yeah. There's realism to it. Like, it's painted to mimic realistic styles.
Like the heating of the barrel, the rust streaks, it's weathering, the dust.
It's realism theory.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You applied it in a wargaming scenario.
Yeah, it's theory. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah.
The little maple leaf?
Is it? No, it's like
it's a Devastator boom?
Yeah, it's how many times they've killed.
Yeah, you can change that into a little maple leaf. Just saying.
Why would he change it to a maple leaf?
If he was Canadian.
But he might not be. I don't know. Either way.
Just saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, anybody could just turn to a maple leaf if they want. I mean, very interesting, like that. Change the color scheme a bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I wonder if he's got a picture of them all together. Probably, right?
I don't know. Nope, he didn't.
Oh.
All by themselves.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. Well, so thank you, Jacob, for sending that in. That was awesome stuff. Really appreciate that. Really great weathering.
Good looking tanks.
Yeah, really great looking tanks. Really good effort. Keep sending me more. I like getting emails from everybody. Let's see. Next one, spoiler alert, is from Steve McDemon, and Steam has been doing weathering for scale modeling.
Painted a tank or two?
Yeah. So where are we in the... Tolo, Kris's brush ends up swiftly in Taylor's bum.
Whoa, what's going on?
Whoa, what? Be radical. You're not balding. You're just taller than your hair. That's it. That's it. That's exactly. That's because he's a tall dude, and I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, you.
I'm just too hot all the time. I don't need my hair.
That too, right? I mean, yeah.
Kris's brush ends up swiftly in Taylor's bum. My name has been spelled.
I know
three different ways on this show already, and not one of them has been right.
I think that's the game.
Yeah. Okay.
How many different ways they can spell Tyler? Vasily Shimko, where's the logo? I forgot to do it at the beginning of the show. I was doing a bunch of things and I forgot to, because last episode was at home, and so I had the graphic ready there, and I have the graphic here, but I just didn't do it for the show because I was doing other things and trying to get it on time, and it didn't happen. Either way.
I don't understand this next comment.
Yeah. Is Tyler like
Rachel,
or Vanessa? Is Tyler wearing Ugg boots and drinking a Starbucks latte? Hey, are you?
No, I'm wearing Adidas.
He's wearing big old Run DMC Adidas.
Yeah.
Jeez. What are you doing? Good gravy.
Adidas. My dad, Sadie, tells me that there's girls at her school who have the same shoes as me. I was like, yeah, I made it cool first. He spelled my name right, by the way. Thank you, Clayton. You're a good man.
You're a good man, Clayton. John shouting up. Hi, Kris. How did we get our name? How did the monkeys get the name? That
I think you just probably started calling people monkeys.
No, Clayton and I think probably Cody Rue could probably tell best, because we were doing a live show, and I was doing a 4-hour special. I was painting. And everybody just kept acting up, and eventually we just started like, you guys are a bunch of bad little monkeys out there, you're doing this, and like we had done for the giveaway, where basically the Google Doc, and you know, like you guys can input your names and everything like that into it, and so they were just running amok in there, and the things were changing, and nobody was listening, and everybody was just being bad. I had to shut it off for a little while because everybody was being bad, but yeah, it was just because everybody's bad little monkeys, and they don't listen.
Bad monkeys.
Bad little monkeys.
Poop everywhere.
All right. So Matt Crazy says Taylor. Tolo says Tyler. Tolo Tyler. Mad Cow says
Talier.
Toiler. Sofa Bear says Toiler. And Jacobo says Tyler.
That looks very elderish.
Yeah, that does look elderish, actually. Yeah. Sigsman, Ty, you are Lord.
In college, they used to call me Ty Lord.
Ty Lord.
Yeah. When we're drunk. Or Lord of the Ties.
Sofa Bear, Tao Lore.
Or just Lore. I don't know how that
Brandon Johnson. Taylor, Lore. Tom, well, the guy with the T on his shirt. Dark Commission, episode 188. The Tyler Taylor show. Jeez, it's a tongue twister. Sir Peanut Butter, that smell though, poor Kris. I know the shoe, right? I mean,
my feet aren't smelly.
Friggin' curled my eyebrows. Andy Clark, Tillier. Tolo, name came from shroom, trip, and poop flinging.
Mom.
Yeah. Sam Potts, whoa, I made it. Kris, Taylor, how's it going? Monkey.
Oh, you guys are all hilarious. Yeah. So funny.
George says Taylor. Taylor?
I'm leaving.
Guys are all a bunch of...
I'm 38. This isn't the first time I've had the name spell trip happen. But these are some good ones.
Yeah.
I think my favorite is the Eldar looking one. Tyler Horror.
Tyler Horror? Hello. Anyway. Matt Calgary, who came up with the cum splatter way of the brush design anyway? It's not a cum.
The what?
It's not a cum splatter. It's paint. I mean,
you are doing that's impressive if you're laying it down like that.
I guess.
Also, if it's this shade of white, you might need to get checked out.
Yeah, if it is that shade,
it's a splat.
It's just a splat. Splat. Splats are fun. And yeah, splats can have different meanings to different people.
All kinds of things could happen.
Yeah.
With splats.
Where am I? Sofa Barrier. You two guys do realize there is a guy standing behind you, right?
This. What the hell? This guy here? This guy?
What are you doing?
Or this guy? This guy?
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm pointing at. Look at the screen. Look at this monitor. There's an Eldar guy right here.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I don't. I think he's talking about the guy behind us.
What guy?
You knock my stuff over all over again.
Let's get
I think that's what he's
man.
trying to do. I think he's trying to make you
do
that's
that. Possible. Catch things on my chain.
La La Levy, do you like Star Wars movies? I do like Star Wars movies. Tyler, do you like Star Wars movies?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we both like Star Wars movies.
I've enjoyed all the new stuff too. I mean, I'm not like the guy who's gonna sit around and be like, the old Star Wars is my Star Wars.
Kim, what's your feelings on the new Star Wars?
Kim left. Say bye.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay, bye. Never mind then. Anyway,
But I've enjoyed them.
same here.
Even bad new Star Wars is good. More good Star Wars.
Okay, wait, what?
You need a fan in here. How are you wearing a toque?
I don't know. I put it on my head and it sits there.
The lights. Yeah, Star Wars is good.
Vasily Simko, my surname always gets mispronounced. Vasily? I thought it was Vasily.
Simco?
Or Simco. Shimko? Vasily Shimko?
Shimko.
Maybe Shimko. I don't know. And misspelled. Why didn't misspell it?
Maybe that's not even your name.
Ebb and Flow, do you like gladiator movies? Billy, do you like movies about gladiators?
I think they just like throwing you off all the time.
Yeah, they are. They're just.
Your show has become your fans distracting you.
It is. That's what it is. It's them trolling me for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Alex, is water wet or is water dry?
What? Oh, this is an actual discussion.
Okay.
Because if you're not touching the water, is it wet? Is the water wet? Is the water wet, man?
Well, why wouldn't it be?
You're not what you are wet when you go in the water, but is the water wet?
Or is water just water? Well,
it's like that tree fall in the forest kind of thing.
Okay, well, that's dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb.
Is water dry? No.
But I'll talk about it all day.
Yeah, water's not dry. I can definitely say that.
But is it wet?
Why not? Why wouldn't it be? I mean, each molecule of water
here we go.
is wet to the next one, and they're all sliding around next to each other, so they'd all be wet. Each molecule. They wouldn't be dry.
But are they moist?
Sure, why not? You could use that characteristic too. Moist. Damp. Moist. It's moist. Anyway. Knitfink, episode 188, Splatter Happens. Sam Potts at T-Dog. T-Dog. There you go. Any plans on getting full sleeves on both arms?
T-Bird is what Keith always called me.
Yeah, T-Bird. I also call him T-Bag. But
so this sleeve is all done. It's a old man making robots. There's the old man there. This is done by a guy named Al Hartshorn in London, and he's making robots. And the robots like get bigger, and then
yeah, you gotta come closer.
and then they get really big, and then they're like smashing down the city and stuff like that. And this is like my friends and family watching the destruction. And this is my daughter and my brother and my two of my best buddies, Keith and Christian, and this is Lisa.
Now, how come
you didn't get on here?
No, how come they're with you during the apocalypse?
It was just characters that we picked to look cool, basically.
Concerned.
This is like destruction happening.
Because like in the same frame,
yeah.
Buddy here is making robots while everybody else is kind of like these guys here are screaming.
It's like a story, right? They're seeing what's happening. It's about creation and destruction and family. Yeah, it's just a fun tattoo, really.
Whoa.
And then this one, someday I might finish the sleeve. I haven't decided yet. I thought about doing like a big candle thing. You know how the Dark Angels have all the candle stuff and like the litanies?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about doing something like that here, but haven't decided yet. Plus, when you're a giant, it's a lot of flesh to tattoo.
Well, it is.
It costs a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wish I was a tiny little 100-pound I'm like, yeah, I get a back tattoo. Yeah, 3 hours later, you're done.
Yeah.
My whole back is done.
Yeah, whole back piece is done for only $300. Yeah. Because when you're dealing with lots of canvas, you know, it's, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Vasily Shimko, it's Shimko like a ship. Okay, well, Shimko. Sorry.
What's a Shimko?
You know, like a Shimko.
Oh.
Brandon Johnson, episode 188. Gee, I'm old, and how to spell Taylor. Vasily Shimko. Gee, I'm Tyler.
Hey, thanks.
Enforcer 357. Way of the Water. Ooh. Eric Fountain, Kris, I want to know where you got that shirt at. This one I got.
Hot topic.
I got this from T Fury.
Oh, T Fury.
Yeah. Tolo, it's not a splatter, it's a dollop.
Oh, I like that. I like that one. That should be the name of the show.
That's yeah. There we go. That, you know what? That is the name of the show.
Called it.
It's not a splatter. It's a dollop. Excellent, Tolo. And you win the prize, Tolo. What's the prize?
Your admiration.
My admiration. Whatever that's worth.
It's worth a lot to me, friend.
Is it?
Yeah.
Pal. Buddy. Guy.
This is the actual live stream here, right?
That's the actual live stream.
Oops. They don't see all this stuff that you're looking at?
No, they don't see any of this.
Well, if you guys could see.
Yeah, I know. If you could see this, you'd be scared. No. Whatcha? There we go. Up a date.
Technology, eh? Imagine us thinking about this kind of thing happening like 15 years ago.
Couldn't even.
No.
Couldn't even. Matt got Crazy episode 188. Water makes me moist.
Also a good one.
Dark Commission episode 188. The best existential 120 minutes on the internet.
Water gets everywhere.
Oh yeah, Alex said Firefly sucks.
That's Alex, the boy Alex?
Yeah.
You're dumb, Alex. Get out.
Get out. Where am I? Vasily.
And Alex is now disowned.
Yeah, Alex is disowned.
I gave his daughter one of my Firefly t-shirts. It's got Jane Cook on it as the mud hero of Canton, the mud statue. And it says Canton on it. And it's like one of my old t-shirts that don't fit me anymore. So I gave it to his daughter. But she's never seen Firefly. Which to me is you fail as a father, is what that means.
Whoa.
Have you watched? Hold on. You never watched all Firefly?
Hold on. Not encouraging my kids to follow discontinued shows.
Okay, so you're telling me
to get her
show that's had 7 seasons,
that
like
I already
Jersey
know
Shore,
is end
that's
badly?
that's what she's supposed
Kids
to wear.
watch that crap.
Well, you're saying that's by your logic is that it's got to have
crap.
Yeah. Go watch The Bachelor. That's better.
No, it's crap, and she doesn't watch it.
You are crap, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, baby. I just get so mad sometimes.
Get me all worked up about Firefly. Get my blood boiling. Sigsman, Kris does not know D-Way.
You do not know the way?
D-Way.
No.
Oh,
do you know
is that what you do? The way?
You know
Alex. Oh man, that.
They're all trying to find
no,
their queen.
because Alex showed me the damn video of those guys doing the.
It'll get old real fast. It's a flash from pan. It's kind of funny, but
I get it now. Because Sigmund has been doing that for like a week or two now.
Do you know the way?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know the way?
The brush. Because you've been doing it.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And now I
now I think you have to use it a little bit at some point.
The brush.
Do you know the way? And they're all like go into your logo.
Oh,
quick! Everyone get VR.
Alex, there is a reason why Firefly doesn't exist anymore.
Because people like you, Alex. Because people like you. Email.
Jacopo Mongolo? No, that's totally wrong. How would you say that name?
Jacopo Mongio.
Mongio? Mongo? Mongio? Anyway. He gained his admiration.
What a challenge.
He is now immortal until Monday. There you go.
Don't use that as a general rule of life, though. Like, don't be jumping in traffic because you got Kris's mortal admiration. Dark
Commission, if you buy the Firefly game, you won't have a table big enough. If you buy the Pirates expansion, you'll have to move into a house. I played the Firefly game. It's fun.
Is that the one with the little ships?
Yeah.
I painted those. They're tiny.
Yeah. It's fun, though. I enjoyed that game. That was fun.
I never played it.
Alex, do you know the way?
I know the way.
Brandon Johnson, is Canadian Bachelor different than US Bachelor? I don't know. Just more A's, I guess.
Yeah.
I take you to be my bride, eh?
I want you to come over here and get me some beers, and then we're going to go hunt some moose.
Yeah, we'll head over to Tim Hortons, eh?
Here's my coffee. Can
you remember how I like my coffee?
Will you accept this double?
Double, eh?
Thanks, Tom.
Eric Fountain, I agree. If you haven't introduced your kids to Firefly, that equals to bad parenting. LL. What?
There's a Firefly ship that I painted.
Oh, wow. Cool. There you go. Here. This is Tyler's Instagram.
I don't really do this painting much anymore, but I've got a bunch of stuff that I painted before. But they're like the size of your thumbnail.
Mm-hmm. They're small.
They're teeny.
It was a fun game, though. I enjoyed it. I'd play it again.
And those were two other little ships, but they're not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very small. But cool when you repaint the models for games. I always like.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
So the whole Firefly and bad parenting, okay? Why would I introduce my kid to, no matter how good a show might be, that they get attached to it, and I knowingly know that it ends without closure?
They made a movie to make it okay.
I watched the movie.
Firefly. I mean, Serenity. The Serenity is the movie.
Jeez.
It's just Windex. The Serenity is the movie that never should have been made. Because they had to make it to give them some closure.
Right.
But just because it was canceled doesn't mean it was bad.
So it was really good. That's why they canceled it.
No.
It was too good for TV.
It was canceled because of like timing and Fox screwed everything up. He got screwed up. It was good. Have you watched it? You've not watched it.
I've watched 2 episodes.
Well, you gotta watch them all.
Yeah.
Space Cowboys, man.
I'm not into cowboys.
Space Cowboys.
Space Cowboys, right. Yeah, I'm still not into it. Oh, wait, in space?
Yep.
No, I'm still not into it.
Well, everybody can't have good taste.
I guess. Cowboys, right.
Space Cowboys.
Yeah, because Brokeback Mountain. Cowboys. Okay?
Close.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Don't try and sell me on cowboys.
Captain's a badass. Man.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm sure. What's his name? Ethan?
Yeah.
Ethan Fillion?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, he's hilarious. What are we talking about?
Also plays Buddy in Destiny.
Oh, the Gim. $2.
The Gim's still here? He said Buddy earlier.
He's called Bubbles because he's giggly.
Why is it all blue?
Because of his giggly laugh. I don't know, because it's highlighted.
Yes. In high school, some people started calling me Bubbles because I have a bubbly personality. And one guy made me really frustrated. It was one of my best friends, and I chucked him into the locker. And was put in.
Hold on. One of your best friends chucked into a locker?
I picked him up and smashed him into the locker.
Why would you do that?
He kept making me angry and calling me Bubbles.
Well, why would you do that?
I was an angry little man. Well, I wasn't little.
Well, you were a little feller.
It was Brian,
he was.
Brian the President.
Up until what? The grade 10, 11?
Yeah.
He didn't actually start growing. He was just this little blonde kid all the time. Just
no eyebrows.
Annoying as shit. Oh my God. I just want to knock his little teeth in.
I've lost some of my spark.
To knocking your teeth in?
Yeah,
no, I still want to knock your teeth in.
Slow down a little.
Oh.
You love me. I saw you giggle like a squirrel go when I rolled up in your house. So Jim is tapping into that high school angst and continues to call me Bubbles.
Well, the Gim is angst.
He's like the demigod of angst.
He is. He's the Roman god of angst.
Didn't you get out of the suit? You should be okay.
Yeah, he's in Ottawa now.
Well, how come he's not okay?
He got hit. He got in a friggin' car accident.
No, they didn't try hard.
A year ago. That's what he said.
I'm glad you're not dead, Jim. I'm only kidding.
Tolo. Canadian Bachelor is called Trappin' Beaver here.
Giggity.
Giggity. Alex Mello, sniff. Sounds kind of crappy. LOL. I don't know.
He's talking about Fireflies, so.
Oh. Sam Potts, Chris, ever worked on Woodland Scenics realistic water effects? If so, what do you think? I bought some and haven't used it yet. It's a little bit tricky. You got to give it a lot of time. Do it in small layers. And that's about it. But it's just easy, ready, pour, just pour. But do small layers. Build the effect up. Don't try and pour it all at once because it'll take forever to dry and cure. And it may even cure kind of hazy if you pour it all at once. Whereas if you're going to get a nice layering, yeah, you got to do it all layering at once. Make sure you dam off everything really good. Man, Jordan was doing a table for us here at Mini Wargaming. And he was using the Woodland Scenics. He did not dam off a portion of the table properly, and the water effects was dripping into the carpet. So instead of keeping a cool head and damming it off properly and properly fixing everything and getting everything in control, he loses his shit, whips the bottle, and walks away from the project.
Oops.
and I was like, Jordan, that was not entirely necessary. That did not have to happen.
You dropped some sage wisdom.
Yeah, I basically just, dude, you didn't do that.
Yeah, come on,
you're better than that.
Everybody, just chill.
Dark Commission, Space Cowboys,
to the
broke back asteroid.
It doesn't really run off the tongue. Broke back.
George, Kris, you're just being racist against cowboys. Cowboys aren't a race.
Broke back asteroid.
Broke back asteroid. And cowboys aren't races. What race is a cowboy?
Cowboys aren't races?
Right. Well, George is claiming I'm a racist against cowboys, but cowboys aren't a race.
They're a gender?
A gender. I think all the girls out there would be really pissed off at that one, because cowboys aren't just boys, although it's in the title. But anyway, Ebb and Flow, do you like cowboy movies on mountains?
He loves them.
Okay, the only like Western movies that I've liked, 310 to Yuma, True Grit,
Tombstone,
okay. Young Guns.
Oh man.
And of course Unforgiven. Unforgiven's right at the top of that list. 310 to Yuma, the newer one.
I liked it.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, and the True Grit was really good too.
The new True Grit or the old True Grit?
Yeah, the new one.
Screw
John Wayne.
I can't.
Oh well, because he's dead. But yeah, as far as westerns go, that's about as far as I've gotten into westerns. I'm not into westerns. Wait, but there's that new one with Christian Bale and West Studi
on Netflix.
No, it's coming out to theaters. Because it's like they're still in like cavalry, like Civil War garb and stuff. I can't remember what the hell the movie's called now. They look pretty good though. Anyway, Vasily Shimko, I forgot Kris had a head under his hat. Yeah, I know, it's kind of hard to remember, right?
All that hair.
Even though my wife was just saying today that it looks like I'm thinning out.
Yeah, it looks so thin to me. That was sarcasm. It's like the thickest mop of head ever.
The game.
Don't let your wife get you down, man.
To let the car hit me and end with this comedy called life. Sam Potts, will you see the many layers once done? No, you shouldn't. As long as you keep it clear and you let it thoroughly dry. But I mean, you got to let it dry a good couple hours between layers, because all it is just an acrylic medium and you're just pouring it, and you could go to the art store and buy acrylic medium and just use that same stuff too.
Mm-hmm. You have to pour it in layers, because if you don't, then it clouds and stuff, right?
Yeah, you'll get bubbles and clouds and it'll look like crap. Andy Clark, Fox didn't even show the pilot episode of Firefly first. Yeah, I heard about that. There was the second
Fox screwed it all up. It's Fox's fault, man.
Yeah,
it's a good series. It isn't for everybody though.
George, I didn't get the joke. I never get the joke, dude.
You are the joke.
Oh, Enforcer 357. I sexually identify as a cowboy. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
That's a cowboy's a sexual orientation.
Get along, little doggy.
I didn't know that either.
I don't know.
Ebb and Flow. Kris is missing the joke. Apparently, I am missing the joke. Anthony B. Blazing Saddles, man. What the joke? Well, I love. Blazing Saddles. Yeah, that's another Western. That's probably right under Unforgiven, because Unforgiven is like the best.
Mickey Wild West. And Jim West, Desperado.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles right after that. Danish Artists. Kris, you are not really into old Western movies. No, I'm not into old Western movies. Not really. No, I don't know.
Your son's a troll, man.
Yeah, he is a troll. Enforcer 357. Kris, favorite cowboy movie, Wild Wild West with Will Smith. I don't even know if I've watched that.
I like the steampunk.
I watched a bit of it, and I was like, no.
I like the steampunk feel of stuff, but it was so cheesy.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some.
No, you know what? No, I
like non-cheesy steampunk movies are awesome. Like The Rocketeer.
That wasn't cheesy, but that didn't do very good either.
Still awesome.
I liked the early elements in that one, but I didn't care for where it all went and everything like that.
I like it.
Yeah. Hostels, that's it. Eric Fountain. Yeah, Christian Bale one is called Hostels. Yeah, that's a new one coming out.
Hostels.
Yeah, hostels. Snake Awesome. I'm painting Ultramarines in a classic color scheme. And why not? Why not? Right?
Like is in yellow and blue, not gold and blue?
Yeah. Alex, CNN is fake news.
Jeez, troll.
Okay, troll. Matt Coker, anyone else like anime porn where the girl bends over and bird poop on her butt?
Moving on.
What? What? I don't get it. Anyway, I think what we need here is to clear our heads a little bit. I am going to do an email. Headphones. email time. It's email time. You know, I don't bite. You don't have to move so far away.
I keep getting my ass on this thing.
Anyway, you know, keep kicking my airbrush.
It's my badonkadonk.
My badonkadonk. Greetings, Monkey Maestro. I present to you my latest project. It is... Oh, this is from Steve McDemon, by the way. It is the Tamiya 135 scale Panther G. My goal was doing some heavy weathering and making it really muddy. I'm making a small diorama where it's plowing through a muddy field. I imagined a crew in the war disillusioned and motivated.
I imagine the crew late in the war, disillusioned and demotivated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hence the state of the tank. It's not historically accurate, but I don't really care. I couldn't decide between having the skirts or leaving them off, so I made some hooks for wire to make them removable. Looking forward to your thoughts. And so here is Steve McDemon's Panther G. And I must say, this looks pretty damn cool. Love the dirt in the tracks. Look at that. I assume that's all pigments and stuff.
There could be some light sand, but yeah, probably pigment.
I like the weathering, the streaks and everything.
It looks like pigment with glue, right?
You can use mediums. I often use just...
Ooh, look at the wood grain. Zoom in, zoom in.
Ooh, wood grain.
Look at the hammer. Go left.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, see this... Under the 221, if you look here at the weathering, like that, the chips with the highlights and like the faded bits of paint, like that's masterful stuff, man. That's a lot of time. Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Oh, here's what the skirt's on. I like it with the skirt's on.
Do you like it with the skirts on or the skirts off?
Skirt's on.
You prefer skirts on?
Yeah. You don't want
I prefer skirts off.
No, because you can still get access to whatever need underneath. I mean, you know, it's more fun if they're there, and you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know, and it looks classier.
They're there, but they're removable.
Yeah, like when you can see everything, you know what I mean? Like there's no element of surprise, right? But
he went through a lot of effort to be able to remove the skirt.
He did go through a lot of effort to remove the skirt, but I think it's well spent effort.
Yeah,
and I mean the skirt's now removable.
He knew what he wanted. He went for it.
Yeah,
and that's what you gotta do in life.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at the mud on the front end.
Oh yeah, look at the tracks, eh? Oh yeah, even on the underside here in the body.
Good pictures too, eh? He's got this in a light box or something.
I know, eh?
Yeah, eh?
Yeah, this is really fun.
I like the little antenna. That front end, no, it's not blurry. The gun is, but
that's just because
it's focusing on focal point.
Yeah, he's probably taking these pictures with his phone or something.
Good pics though.
He's probably got a good phone. And it's probably good light too.
Like the little antenna.
All the detail on that. G42.
And great decals again too.
No, it's a lot of really great weathering.
I cannot do transfers. I suck at it.
Why do you suck?
They don't look like that. They look like a transfer when I do them. That looks like machine painted on, right? It's probably because I'm lazy. I'm a little slapdashy when I do things, you know? So to speak.
So to speak.
The black iron look of that gun. It's cool. There's a lot of time in this. I wonder how many hours you spent on this. Is he in? Who is this?
Steve McDemon? Yeah, he's around.
Steve, how many hours you spend on one of these tanks? Put that up in the comments when you get a chance.
So thank you,
Kris.
Steam, for sending that in. That's really awesome stuff.
Beautiful work.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so, Steve McDemon, the mud is chinchilla sand, paint, pigments, and PVA. There you go. Chinchilla sand. What's chinchilla sand?
Probably just really super fun sand, right?
Oh, like the kind of stuff you can find at like, say, the pet shop? Is that what you're using? Really?
Is a chinchilla like a little fuzzy animal?
Yeah, they're like little rodents.
Like a porg?
Yeah, no. Porgs are birds. Chinchillas are like little rodents.
Oh.
Is it stuff you can get at the pet store?
30 to 4 hours.
Yeah, he's saying it's 30 to 40 hours, all in all.
You got to appreciate that kind of time put into something.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really cool. Yeah, and Steam. Yeah, what is the chinchilla sand? Is it like something you get at the pet store, or is that like something you had to get imported? I mean, I'm curious now because I'd like to know if it's like a super fine grit sand.
I thought chinchillas that girls get the bananas on her head.
That's Chiquita.
Oh. Chiquita banana lady, not chinchilla banana lady.
Not chinchilla banana lady. Sam Potts, how's your unclean one coming on?
Was this guy?
Yeah, that's that guy.
You showed earlier?
Yeah. Yeah, I showed him a little bit earlier. So, you know what? Here, let's do this. No. Do this.
I was gonna help.
I know.
Just gonna make a backdrop of my.
I know.
flesh.
There we go. And there we go.
This thing's in the way.
They don't see.
I know. I'm kidding.
And so I've done the staff. I've done the cowl on his head. I've done the flesh. And I also did the back cloth.
The buttocks.
The buttocks. And the hood and the buttocks cloth are a deep purple. Started off with mostly a black. And yeah, so that's where we went with that. But yeah, that's him.
It's so. I was checking this out earlier, and it's so funny to hold this.
Yeah,
all the
you
new
can hold it by
plastics.
its handle too, you know. So put your grubby fingers all over it.
Okay, I remember a time when I finished painting a Greater Demon of Slaanesh that was all metal, and I handed it to him, like, just finished. I'm like, Kris, look at this beautiful thing I've created. Oh, let me see. And he just drops it and explodes into 1,000 pieces. And I'm getting
2 pieces.
slack for touching the model. No, everything broke off. It was all pinned and everything. You remember it. Don't pretend like you don't. Arms off, legs off, head off.
It was an accident.
It was a little explosion. So don't give me a hard time about touching your models. I'm gonna touch all your models. I like that he's not green.
Yeah.
Somebody says.
Oh, is that what somebody said?
Chinchillas bathe in sand.
Oh, okay. There we go. And so, yeah, he said he got it from a pet store.
They can't handle water because it's wet.
Yeah.
Earlier we talked about
I got
wet
you.
water. Like yoga pants on my tank shows everything. It still allows some stuff for the imagination.
Good God. The gimmick, Alex.
Does
Remember
it take
the time when we found you passed out in the backyard and the dog was licking your face? Such good times.
Who? You? Me? If a tank wore pants, would it wear it covering the tracks, or would it wear it on the back half of the tank? That's the rear end of the tank, right?
Right.
So wouldn't it wear the pants halfway up the back of the tank?
No, because if the skirt goes all the way around, then the pants would go all the way around.
So the pants just cover the tracks?
Yeah, the pants would cover the track.
Okay.
Well, no, but you'd also have to have like a fly in the front to protect the front area.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not if they're yoga pants.
But the thing is, though, is on a car, on the hood,
Yeah.
they call it a bra.
Right.
That's on the front.
But
The top part.
But it doesn't go down where the wheels are.
Right.
It's up higher. So if it was wearing the bra on the front and the yoga
And the
pants
skirt.
underneath,
So could a tank have a skirt and a bra?
yeah, I think so. And yoga pants.
Man, I don't know where the hell we go some days.
It's the chat's fault. They've allowed this to happen.
Johnny Shop, Kris, Star Wars Trivia Pursuit Night at Adepticon. We, the monkeys, need a team. Yeah, I think so.
Keith is really good at Star Wars Trivial Pursuit.
Is he?
Yeah.
He doesn't watch it.
Oh, maybe not the new stuff, but the old ones.
Oh.
Him and I used to play it at a place that we worked.
Oh. G squared LOL dropping the model.
Yeah, he dropped it like it was hot. Like literally, like I just handed him a hot frying pan. I'm pretty sure he meant to do it. Oh, smash!
No, it was an accident. It was an accident.
I'll show you an accident.
I'll show you. Enforcer. Kris was trying to destroy the evil heresy of Slanesh. There we go. Sandpots. The tank wouldn't wear pants. They wear skirts. Right, that's what I was saying. Like, it had the skirts and, you know, cars, they can put like a hood bra on them.
Yeah,
so
I just mean hypothetically.
Have a bra,
I just meant hypothetically, if it was wearing pants, back half, or tracks. But we got it figured out.
I think it would be pants.
Well, plus they would just come off if they were on the back half.
Sure. But what would be the benefit of wearing pants over a skirt?
No, not over a skirt. You wear the pants
under
the
saying,
skirt.
No, I'm saying what's the benefit of
who wears pants over a skirt?
No, over a skirt. Like, or the skirt over pants. Like, what's the difference? Like, what would be the benefit of either?
Pants first and then skirt.
Because the skirt is obvious because it allows the tracks to move, right?
You can only really wear
air. You got to get air in there.
A tank can only wear yoga pants if it was in storage. Otherwise, they just come off as soon as it starts moving.
Right. So it can't wear pants. So a tank can't wear pants.
So really, yoga pants to a tank would be like pajamas.
Okay, well there we go.
Okay. I'm glad we figured that out, guys.
I'm so glad we figured that out.
I'm gonna sleep well tonight.
Vasily, the tank wouldn't wear anything. It's a tank.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Thank you for keeping the logic.
It's Vasily Zaitsev.
Yeah, thank you. Ebb and flow. Kris, tanks with chaps. Business in the front, party in the rear.
And afterwards, chaps backwards. It's party in the front.
Tolo, Slanesh, she who drops. George, it's not a skirt, it's a kilt.
Tank kilt.
Okay, Black Widow, if a tank wore a skirt, does that mean it can wear a kilt? I think
if a tank was wearing a kilt and killed something, would it be a kilt kill?
Alex, my father is a crossdresser. Heard it here first.
Yeah, he's such a troll. Alex, go to bed or something.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Go mow the lawn.
Yeah, go. Go
show. But it's winter.
Yeah. Anthony B, tanks for the tip guys.
Hi-oh.
Sandpots, LOL. All right, let's do another email because we got plenty of time.
Plenty of time?
Plenty of time.
I feel like we've been here for hours in the sauna.
You can go relax.
No, I like hanging out with you. That's
okay.
Why I drove like 2.5 hours here.
Email time. Email time.
It still says, so this is what they see, super awesome graphics here?
Yeah.
How lazy are you?
I got the monkey finished, bitch. I just haven't done it on this computer. Would you seen how I was rushing to get this shit on today?
It's been like a year.
Shut up. Go lay down. You're obviously delusional. Anyway, this is from John Reed. Hi, Kris. Having painted 40K minis for years to a rather below average and having moved to the New York area, which sucks big time if you want to go to a GW hobby store, by the way. I thought I'd give myself a break and have a go painting something a little different. I've attached a couple of pictures of 19mm military figures for you to laugh at. Why would I laugh at them?
Maybe they're
fun. Both minis are from the Battle of Waterloo era.
Oh, cool.
I've also thrown in a couple of tiny figures I found on Amazon from a TV show I used to watch years ago back in Blighty called Dad's Army. A couple of Home Guard models from World War II era. I got very bored one day and went mad on Amazon buying figures you see. I bought some Reaper Bones minis too, but I won't completely ruin everyone's day by putting pictures of the poor paint jobs and extremely bad castings on here. Any criticism is most welcome, as I'm not exactly a great painter, but would like to be when I grow up. I'm only 45, so I reckon
awesome.
With my lifestyle, I'll be good in 15, 20 years left in me. Thanks, and keep up the good work. I enjoy your show immensely and try to watch as often as I can between work and more bloody work. Regards, John.
How many of us just want to retire so we can just paint models?
Oh, that'd be fun. So here we go. Here are some of the military figures from the Waterloo era.
It's a good looking models.
It looks pretty big too. Looks like it's 54 mil. Is it bigger than 54 millimeter?
It was in the email, I think.
Oh, was it? Either way, really cool.
Yeah, they're bigger than like GW stuff. Yeah, it's bigger than Paint Pot. This guy's like, ah! Good face though.
Lots of detail like on the helmet and everything, hey?
Yeah.
Look at that. Face is good too. I think I would have went a little bit darker in there, but...
And the tongue, a little reddy, a little more red. Cool.
Yeah.
Is the grass on the base there? Is that...
No, it's just texture, it looks like.
I think it's grass.
Okay. Like
cool.
Pushed over grass?
Yeah. It almost looks like when the tide goes out kind of thing.
Wood texture on there.
I like the white.
Yeah, everything looks nice and clean.
That's pretty good. Could use with a little bit of a separation between the hand and the handle he's holding onto.
Like here?
Yeah. Like, I don't know about a black line, but something.
Yeah.
If we're looking for...
It's kind of hard, right? Because, I mean, like...
Is it kind of hard?
Well, because, like, it's kind of a realistic piece that he's doing here. And, you know what I mean? Like, in reality... Just like the scale models. You don't put black lines on stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, realistically, there wouldn't be a black line.
Excuse me.
Right?
That red coat is very nice and red poppy bright. Oh, that wood grain is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
The brown leather pouch is also highlighted nicely.
Yeah.
I've done some crappy brown highlights in my day, let me tell you. And that is nice.
Why didn't you notice the dirt on his pants?
Yeah, I love the way that gun looks.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. It's fun to paint something a different scale every once in a while.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Actually, that is one cool thing about this show is you get to see people not just sending you 40K stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You get all kinds of fun.
He's got the trusty rusty brush soap. Looks like he's got...
Yeah. Is that you?
No, that's good. I think that's Warhammer TV.
Oh, disappointing.
Yeah, he's got
mediocre.
He's got Warhammer TV playing in the background. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I think that might be a quick tip. No, that's like Warhammer TV still.
Does you ever get everybody send you like their workstations, like pictures of where they paint stuff and everything? That's nice. That white is really pretty.
Yeah, the white is really nice. Sometimes.
White's hard to paint.
Not really.
Yep.
Okay. See what I mean? Like like the harsh, abrupt black line.
Yeah.
See, it takes away from the realism in the hands.
Well, I said black line or something like that.
Yeah.
There to me, again, that could be from my painting GW style stuff. Is that my brain says there needs to be more separation there.
Yes, and you can achieve it without going to a black line or anything like that.
But I can definitely see what you're saying here about when you're doing something more realistic, how the black line is pushing towards cartoony.
Mm-hmm. It still has its place, but I mean, like, it's not,
Yep.
You know, a little bit more sparingly.
Skin tone's nice.
Skin tone's really good.
So also, I don't know if that's light or highlight, but the helmet looks pretty good too.
Yeah. He almost looks like a claymation figurine. Like, this is something...
What do you think he's thinking about?
Yeah.
He's like, did I leave the stove on?
Those are really cool. You know, when I see guys doing this kind of stuff, it always inspires me to pick up one of these kits and just, you know, give it a go.
A buddy of mine, Dave Winters, has an amazing collection of... Oh, this is the smaller scale. Amazing collection of old toy soldier stuff that he's painted up. It's awesome.
It's really good.
I'll have to show you some of his stuff sometime. He loves to paint. I'm actually surprised that he's not really into doing the email stuff. The guy's little goggles or glasses. Oh, someone's got to lay off the donuts.
Oh, that was it. Aww. There's really good highlights on these little smaller figures. I like them. Really good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
For sending that in.
You cut over it when I was yawning.
Thank you, John, for sending that in. I really like the larger scale stuff. That was really good. It is a little bit trickier when you're dealing with the larger scale models that, you know, how far do you push a highlight? You know, do you bring it up to, like, you know, kind of like what we do for Warhammer models and stuff like that, like where we're going to push it to almost like a white highlight, you know, or do we, you know, stay subtle and just stay within that realm and just, you know, be very subtle with our highlights and stuff like that. And for those realistic kind of models, I lean towards sticking with very subtle highlights and transitions. And yeah, what, Clayton Tate, you two need Jesus. Jeebus. I'm skipping all those ones. Brandon Johnson. So, Kris, will we ever see you doing tournament in 40K, or is it just a dream? I've been doing a lot of tournaments lately this year and last year. Ever since 8th edition come out, I've been playing a lot more 40K. I really enjoyed doing the tournament scene, as it's a great way for me to get a bunch of whole games in and stuff like that. Lately, I've been doing some battle reports around here at the office, so it's actually kind of fun, break up my day and week and, you know, stuff like that. But as far as filming a tournament, it's kind of hard to concentrate, because when I'm doing the tournament thing, I'm kind of like focused on the game, and I just want to concentrate on the game. And in fact,
I can be a cameraman for you sometime.
Yeah, but you're not going to come up every time. I mean, we hold tournaments like every 2 weeks.
I'm just saying I could do it sometime.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, I understand you could.
I have a rig.
No, I'm more likely to bring Alex. I'll just whip him. And
no, he probably sucks at it.
he went to film in high school. He did film.
Well, I graduated from film in college. Just say I'm better than your son. That's what I'm.
Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah, look, he spelled my name wrong here.
He's doing it on purpose. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's the only way I'm gonna get like tournament kind of stuff filmed, is if I have a cameraman and just film me playing the entire day. But I don't know how flattering that will be, because I mean, like, you'll probably, because when my dice aren't going my way, I kind of go a little bit Chewbacca, and so.
Oh, I guess real angry.
Yeah,
you're a power gamer for sure.
Yeah, I hate getting beat by my dice. You know, it's just
when you are winning, you're just having so much fun, and then when you're losing, you're just.
Well, I've gotten better at that.
Yeah,
I've gotten better at that when I'm losing. I mean, I can accept a loss, but I don't like losing, because my dice are just. It just feels like they're just. You know what I mean? Like, I realize every time you roll the dice, it's 50-50 or whatever's going to happen, right? But I mean, like, it feels like every time you need to take a morale check, you're rolling really high. Every time you need to make your armor saves, you're rolling really low. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like that's when the dice are just rolling that way, and you know, it just. I realize it's mostly just anecdotal, and you know what I mean, like, it's not real, and it's just, you know, but that's the way it feels, right? And so. It can kind of throw me off, but I mean, if I'm not really personally invested in it, then I don't care either way, you know, and I kind of laugh at it. But tournaments, you know, I try to stay at that kind of laugh at it phase, but I also like to win.
You try to be a good sport, but you're really there to just slaughter everybody.
Yeah, because I mean, like the last 10 tournaments I've been to, I've taken different lists.
Although if you go and don't win best painted, you should be ashamed.
Last tournament I didn't win best painted. Adam Greenleaf Train. No, because I won the last
you, like,
3
break
before
his fingers,
that.
Like after?
No, because I won the last 3 before that.
So he was probably super excited. They were like, "We're bored of your stuff, Kris. Paint something new."
Yeah, maybe that was the case. Yeah, I don't know.
You can't win all the time.
You can't win all the time. Yeah, can't win all the time. Ghost Star Man, look, Dad's Army is a great show, although it's a little old. Yeah, Steve McDemon, love Dad's Army. Used to watch it every day. Also, it ain't a half hot, Mom. British humor is the best. Okay.
Just go with it.
Okay. The GIM, Dad's Army is still popular in the UK, even though it's being discontinued since the 70s. Okay. Total Ebola cough detecting. I know it's a Ebola cough. I was, Christ.
It's just a cough. I had a tickle in my throat.
Yuri Rovira? Just play orcs for a while and you'll be forced to learn winning is not everything. Yes. I have played orcs before. Now, mind you, I didn't collect like an exclusive orc force. It was more like an ally to my chaos because I liked a lot of the orc artillery back in 2nd edition. And so, yeah.
It is funny that orcs though, like to spend that much time modeling and painting an army and then just like never winning. I've seen some heavy competitive orcs.
You know what though? But the boys were talking like the orcs overall are an upper tier army because there's a certain amount of stuff, and because if you take like just mass infantry and stuff like that with a few specialist weapons and stuff, that it's really, really hard to deal with. And it is. Like, orc hordes are just really hard to deal with.
You remember the WOG? That message board site, the WOG? Had all kinds of crazy orc conversions up all the time. It probably still exists.
Yeah, Clayton Tate used to, I think, belong to that one.
There's some cool stuff on there, man.
Yeah, he used to. I think pretty sure he used to post all his stuff there because he's done some conversions. If you watched like last episode, I show his latest conversions. They're freaking awesome. He took the battle wagon, which is like this big, he made it wider with a big cannon that's got the self-loading mechanism and stuff. Oh, it's really, really cool. Oh, it's tons. It was really, really good though. The Gim. I remember a time when playing Kris and he couldn't kill my Necron monolith because they are cheese, and he threw his dice and didn't take a nap on his floor that night. I didn't take a nap on the floor that night. Yeah.
You weren't allowed to sleep over.
You weren't allowed to sleep over. Yeah, I remember back in the day, Gim, because he used to work all the time in school and everything like that. Just fall asleep on my couch and be, hey, Gim, how's it going? Oh, not bad. Sit down, talk for a while, and then he was sleeping on my couch.
That's where we all slept. I slept over at your couch like almost every weekend.
Yeah. Dorn Jr., if Quark goes with you and doesn't win Best Painted, he feels cheated. Yeah, because that's only when we do the doubles and me and Quark are teamed up that he likes when he gets the Best Painted. Although for his brimstones, I mean, like, I don't know why he didn't get Best Painted for his brimstones because they're all painted. Like, that's like
what's brimstones?
They're like when you kill a pink horror, it becomes 2 blue horrors. Okay. You kill a blue horror, it becomes 2 brimstones.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen brimstones before. They're
like little fire demons.
Cool.
Yeah, there's like little imps that are on fire just running around. Yeah. So, anyway, what time are we at here? Holy man, we only got 10 minutes left of the show. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
3 emails in one show.
3 emails?
Yeah, we've only done 2 emails, right?
No, we've done more than that. 3 emails. 2. Okay. 3.
Remember there's one show we did tons of them.
Well, we've been talking and goofing around the entire time, talking about skirts, for God's sakes.
Tank skirts. It's the monkey's fault.
Yeah.
When in doubt, blame the monkeys, right?
Sam Pods at Kris. Vallejo surface primer. Is it necessary to thin it when putting it through an airbrush? Normally, I would say no. But lately, for whatever reason, I find that if I do add just a drop or two of thinner into it, I find it flows up the brush better.
The black...
I think it might be just age, though.
I think the black sprays a little heavier, the white sprays a little lighter.
The black spray's really chunky. Yeah, you definitely should thin the black down just a couple points. The white, I never really had a problem with the white, but I haven't used white in so long either. Black, I know black, it usually comes out chunky. And my gray, for whatever reason, it seems like lately that my gray has been kind of sputtering out of the brush. And I usually spray it around 30 psi, which is plenty of pressure to just send that flying, right? And yeah, I'll find them going along, and then all of a sudden it just kind of stops. And it's like, well, what the heck? Yeah, like it's spraying. I haven't done nothing, and it just stops. And it's like, what the hell? And then just quickly hammer it back like that. Dislodge dislodge whatever is happening.
You got a dollop stuck in there?
A dollop stuck in there. And I mean, like, it's straight out of the bottle, and it doesn't, chunk up or anything as it's coming out of the bottle. And so, but if I add a drop or two of water to it and give it a quick little stir in the cup and everything, yeah, it sprays just fine. So, yeah, it sprays like pretty much like it's brand new. So I'm thinking that's what it is. It's age, because I've had those bottles of primer for almost 3 years, maybe.
Do you get big bottles or like the small
I get the big bottles.
Makes sense.
Yeah, over in the back end, but I'm past the lamps.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't get those big ones.
But
then again, I don't paint anymore.
That's true. Brandon Johnson, brimstones are kind of like kidney stones. Wah, wah.
They hurt when they come out?
Yeah, they hurt when they come out. I don't know. I've never had kidney stones. You ever had kidney stones? No? Yeah. Yeah. Knock on wood. Anyway, okay, so we got 7 minutes left to show. Let's do one more email. And let's do headphones. Hurry up. Put your headphones on. Hurry up. Email time. Email time. I know, and I keep forgetting that he gave me 2 other ones. I keep forgetting to load them in. So, anyway.
I've heard the other ones. Yeah, it'd be fun to mix it up for a while. That one is really good.
Yeah. No, there's 2 more. They're kind of rock themed, metal.
Yeah. No, I heard it.
And so, yeah, I keep forgetting to load them. But anyway, again, thank you, Guy Muir, Alfer, a.k.a. Carl, a.k.a. Beer from Blood Bowl, for sending those jingles to us that we enjoy and love and so much. And, of course, I always say, give the plugs. I always plug them. I always plug them every week. Anyway.
Speaking of Brokeback Mountain. No.
Yes. So anyway, here is an email from Yuri. Hi, Kris. Glad to catch you streaming. Keep up the good work. I'm sending you a couple pics of one of those new Nurgle crawlers that came out. It's still work in progress, but any advice, especially on how I could weather it down from this point on, would be really helpful. Thank you very much. And so, Yuri, let's have a look. I like when I click things and nothing happens. And so...
neat. Okay. I've not seen these.
These are new Nurgle vehicles. These are like kind of drone-like size. They're about like this big, probably about 8 big.
Okay.
They're not like tanks or anything like that, but they're more like a land speeder kind of size. But they're only on land. They don't float. Anyway, these little guys here, very cool. I like the color. I like the fleshy and the armor. I like that. And so he kind of wants to know if we were weathering this up. Now, excuse me. If I was weathering this up, the bone stuff, I would probably do a light brown. I don't know if I'd do metal.
Would you weather into the darker spots to create like decay? Or would you weather into the lighter spots like it's been rubbed away?
I think like chipping, like it was a paint job and it's chipped off, right? I would probably go for a chipping. But, see, the thing is because it's Nurglified and it's chaosified, right?
Get Nurglified!
You see like all these cracks in the armor and you see like this flesh kind of popping out.
Yeah.
Like it's possessed and stuff, right? Yeah. So, is this maybe more like bone?
It looks like bone-ish to me. Although his teeth and like little teethy bit things on the side.
Yeah, so like would it actually look better if it was done more like it was chipped, like it was bone, and like there was maybe marrow inside of it, or if it was chipped and like there's getting long cracks and, you know what I mean, spider webbing and, you know what I mean, like those kind of damage marks on it and stuff like that. Like, it is kind of tough. I do have a few videos on doing different kind of chip damage and, you know, cracks and such in the vault. If you want to check them out. I don't know if you're a vault member or not, but yeah, it's really kind of tough. It's really what kind of weathering would you imagine on here? It's really up to you, because I mean, like, again, these are demon engines, so they could be kind of like flesh and blood, as it were, as far as demons are concerned.
They're kind of like in between too. Like even their metal could have some sort of possession in it, right?
Right. Exactly.
I mean, if I was painting this, probably like anywhere these little holes and like pussy bits are, I would probably do a lot of work with that, as well as where the metal meets the rest of it. I would probably add more of like a wider transition there, with like maybe some sponging or something like that, just to create like a texture in between the two. For like almost like a rot or a corrosion sort of style.
I think the easiest way you can create the erosion look, though, is using the spots and just having the runs come out.
Yeah.
And just having runs come out of those little...
Give them the runs.
Give them the runs, right? That's probably the easiest way to create erosion and such.
I like the way that the teeth are.
It's really hard to say. Like, I mean, like, I don't know, like, it all depends on what kind of colors I was using and what kind of vibe I was going for, you know?
So lipstick's poking out?
Yeah, little pink lipsticks. Red Rocket.
Little red rockets.
Oh, Red Rocket. Oh, Red Rocket. So, yeah. I know that's probably not terribly helpful, Yuri, but yeah, it's really kind of what you imagine, because I mean, like, I can see like some of these cracks like here on the armor and stuff like that. I can see those extending further, you know what I mean? Like even the crack on the armor here, and it comes out and it spider webs out from that point, and you have like the little runs thing, or even these impact marks. Maybe they have cracks running out from them. They're more like bullet impacts, and they're not erosion. It's more battle damage, and you know what I mean. Like I said, like there's a bazillion different directions you could go with this, and it's entirely up to you which way you want to go. Like, what kind of vibe are you getting from these models? Like,
I'll tell you what I would use for influence if I was painting something like this, because I like to look at things in the real world of like what happens to them, and I would use like a cook's, like a chef's stove or pots after he's cooked stuff. Like I got a buddy of mine who's a chef, and his pots are all clean and stuff, but like if he cooks like something all day long and it bubbles over, you get all like the stuff coming down the pot that meets the metal, so you have this eroded or something is growing sort of look and feel on the pot from like this stuff bubbling over all day long onto like the more clean metal. So that kind of bubbling over, oozing.
right, but where is the bubbling coming from in these things?
Well, you could do it like off the 3 points of Nurgle, like coming out of that stuff, almost like stuff is coming out of it, or like where the rivets are. Anywhere that something would poke through, I'd be using that dripping, oozing sort of look could be fun.
Interesting.
That's just something I would use for influence, right? That's how I work off stuff anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I find something that I think looks cool, and if it matches.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy's Nurgle stuff has stuff coming out of them, right? That's typical. They're
Usually.
they're bleh.
But it's pus and
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
yeah.
So you think of like a thick ooze cooking out of the monster, right?
Sure. I mean, like you get that impression, right, from these two big damage points.
Yeah.
That something's poking out, right?
Yeah, stuff could be like pouring all down the crack like underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Stuff could be pouring all out of these cracks down here. Yeah, cool model.
But it's a cool model. I like the color scheme, and whatever Yuri, whatever way you decide to weather it, I definitely would like to see some pics on your efforts, and you know, let me know what you figure out.
Yeah, it's pretty clean looking Nurgle paint job so far. Like it looks good.
Right.
It looks like Nurgle.
And like one of the simplest ways to just, you know, create some erosion on it is like from all those little pock marks and just have a little bit of a run coming from them, right? And that will give you that greasy, slimy kind of Nurgle feeling, just having some of those runs coming off of it. But as far as like weathering is concerned, like if you want to do like the chipped armor stuff, you know, you can start off with like, let's say, a darker brown and a lighter brown, or even a metal if you want to make it look like those armor plates are made of metal, and you can make it look like that. And then you can even do runs from that. You can do a deeper color and then create like a highlight so it looks like it's pockmarked armor. There's that technique as well. I do have a bunch of these videos in the vault on how to do all those particular effects if you're a vault member. If you're not a vault member, you can try it for 7 days. So be sure to get the silver membership, and you know, you'll get access to thousands of videos. But otherwise, yeah, hopefully that helps. I know it wasn't terribly clear, but
Ooze it, pockmark it.
yeah, it's really how you imagine those little engines. Are they full-on demons? Are they mechanical with like fleshy bits? Like,
if you wanted to create more texture in like some of the flat surfaces too, you could take like a Dremel with a drill and just go in and hammer at it to create that that chipped away bone sort of look.
Get more damage on it. Yeah.
He's saying here that he was talking about extending some of the cracks and stuff like that and making more cracks in it.
Yeah.
Same kind of idea. You have to be careful with Dremel.
Oh, Yuri's here. Okay, Yuri's here. Yeah, kind of tempted to freehand more bone cracks extended from the skeletal one. Sounds neat. Yeah, you know, just stuff like that. Just do something different. Yeah. Oh, Yuri he is a vault member. He'll check it out. I'm going to push the rust on the metal parts for sure, but I have to do some testing on the bone plates. Yeah.
I almost enjoy painting rust now with almost no metal. Like old, like when I painted a bunch of undead stuff, like there was barely any silver on it. It was mostly all brown to orange, and then like a little bit of silver here and there, and blood. I really like painting that kind of metal, whereas you're really only using your silvers to create where the rust has been pulled off by a little bit of use. And for me, if I was painting Nurgle stuff, I painted a little bit of Nurgle stuff, but that's where I go with it. The metal, why would there be any shiny metal?
It all depends. I mean,
Yeah.
like because the pure
His
metal
was the same. His was all darker and stuff.
Well, because rust is only surface, right?
But really old rust, stuff that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, well, great, but you can probably still snap off some parts and see like a silver
Yeah,
core to it.
yeah,
right?
that's where you put the little bit of silver. Unless it's magic.
That's just magical. Yeah, exactly.
Of
All
course,
right,
of course, Nurgle magic.
we're past 2:00.
Oh.
I think we're pretty much done. I think we accomplished something. We got through some emails. We answered some questions.
We had fun.
We had a couple of laughs, one or two. We learned that some people can identify sexually as a cowboy. And
We learned different ways to spell Tyler.
And we learned a few ways to spell Tyler. Tyler.
Yeah.
Yuri, he says he's using all browns too. He'll come to hate metal paints. Cool.
Yep.
Cam Carr, looking fit. Kris, thank you for the stream. Looking fit. Me? You.
You, he said Kris.
Yeah.
I look terrible.
I don't know if I look fit, but anyway. Gotta get fit.
We've been working on stuff.
The snow, when the snow is cleared, then I'm gonna try and walk.
Off you go.
Yeah,
Power walk.
Yeah. Right now it's too cold and dark. I get depressed.
Too Canadian out here.
Yeah, it's anyway. If you want your question answered on the show, send your comments, questions, and suggestions, emails. Maybe you want to show off what you're working on. Maybe a commission painting service. You want to drum some extra exposure. You just want a little bit of help with the color scheme, what have you. Send it to Kris@miniwargaming.com. Of course, you can join us at waythebrush.com. And that's the central hub of all this now that I do have a website now for this. And so waythebrush.com. It's got the links for the Discord, Instagram, Twitter, live shows, Monkey Shrine, store, t-shirts, everything. It's the central hub of the monkeys. And so come. And of course, after today, I'll add the picture of Tyler to it too. Either today or tomorrow. I'll add.
One day.
No, we're gonna get a shot of you and that. And that's going in the shrine.
Guess I'll have to take you at your word.
But with the shirt on.
Yes, I agree.
Steve McDemon at Sofa Bear. Kris has done a vid on orc checkers in the mini working vault. I have done orc checkers in the vault. Yes. Why we asked that?
Checkers.
Yes. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Happy wargaming. Take care of your brushes. They'll take care of you. And I'll see you guys next week. Tyler, will we see you next week?
No.
Oh.
Can't come visit you 2 weekends in a row? You owe me a visit. Bye, bye, bye.
Oh, yeah, we're done. I can't.
Fade away.